How we doing, folks? All right. Hope we're smiling. I hope we're happy. I'm smiling. I'm happy. Sweating quite a bit because I'm doing manual labour. That's what being alternative is all about. This one's just sort of an upgrade from the beginning. This hydro system is going to take more time than even I would have thought. I'll explain it all as we go. But as you can see, I've been humping wood. We'll show you this, and I'll show you what we've been doing here. You'll see in the video when it starts in a minute where I've got so far, and that was with the pipe work in. Then I realised that the water would still come over the top, which was hampering me building a dam. So I've bent the pipe over just because I can twist it so that the water level stays low enough that where I'm building the dam stays dry enough. You'll see that in the clip, and then we'll catch up with you after that. Right, well, this is where I'm kind of nervous. Not in a good way. You know, I've always had the pond in the winter, and now I'm going to get the digger and I'm going to be digging out this bit here to be able to get the pipe work down lower using a 45-degree angle and a piece of pipe to go more into, only about 2 foot into the pond. It'll turn and come up, and that will be my water source. And I need to be able to dig this out, which this water is going to rush down. Got to make a mess. But that's going to go in there, connect up, and you'll see how I'm doing that as I progress. But that will be the source of water going down for the hydro. Let's see what mess I can make with this. I have to be careful because the black pipe there is my water feed up to the hut. So I've got to try and dig that without breaking that pipe. Watch this space. As you can see, that's my black water pipe that feeds up to the hut, and this will be the hydro pipe, which is going to come back this way a little bit to get the 45-degree to go out there, and it's going to be about where the end of my finger is where the upright will be. First things first, fire the digger up and dig out this area here without breaking that pipe. Come on, girls, mind out of the way. Good girls. When I've only just fired the digger up, one of the routines I do is to move all the arm functions full extent both ways, just to ensure the hydraulic oil gets around as we require it to. Now I'm going to make a mess. I'm only taking out little bits at a time and putting the soil where you can see it, because obviously I don't want to damage my water pipe. But so far, so good. Anyway, we're going to get somewhere with it, and we are. You can see, I'll show you now quickly, and then I'll get on with it. But the water level is dropping quite dramatically, which is good. As you can see, I'm getting that out now, but I need to get more out. I want to get the pipe lower, and then you can see it all rushing down, because obviously that volume of water is trying to move as fast as possible. Anyway, we'll see you in a little bit. Well, now that I'm in the water, as you can see, I've got a 45-degree bend on there, meters worth of pipe, a 90-degree, or officially 87.5. Don't ask me why, I don't know. And then I've got a just short of a half a metre, and I've pre-drilled. There's a bit of a filter, but it'll also allow water through, and I will get some chicken wire for the top once I'm ready and I'm happy with it. But now we've got to try and get this onto that pipe so that I can then backfill this hole. As you can see, the flow coming down, where as you from the time that you've seen me putting in what hopefully will hold for now. It's not permanent. I need to build something a little bit better than this. The girl seemed to, Ava, no, good girl. That is still lower than I want it to be. It will be higher eventually, but as you can see, the pond is almost coming up and going into the top there, which is part and parcel of where a little bit of guesstimation, but this should work. And to show you what's happening down here quickly, with moving the pipes about, this joint decided it would split. Not a problem, because all down there I can move and adjust that. It's about getting this first section in. This will get cut down with chainsaw more, lead in the hole to help as like a form of binding, to help bind when I put soil in. But water is flowing, and it's just starting to now. This is a bit that gets a bit exciting for me. You see that? That's just starting to go in there. And that will get a cage to stop, obviously, that debris going down, because at the bottom end, it will make a big problem for me down at the bottom end. But for now, it's only running straight out through and straight out, so that's not a problem. But that, to me, I'm a little bit excited. You can see how it's building up now. And then if we come out of there and come back round to here, come on. Sorry about the video in on this, but I'm a little bit excited. We're starting to get a little bit more flow, a little bit of pressure. You can see the pressure. And this is a very short distance. Because when, at the moment, they're still not filling up there, but once that pressure down the bottom end builds up, and that is what's going to give me electricity. And that is pretty much full power going through the pipe now, which when that's travelled, what we got there, that's another 42 metres, call it 40 metres, going downhill and gathering up more speed because of the weight of water and gravity. That will produce, hopefully, sufficient electricity. Time to start connecting all the other pipe work now. As you can see, I've just swiveled it because it's on a 90-degree bend that moves. I've swiveled it to get it low enough so that here the water doesn't run, because this area here, which I'll be cutting all of this up to act as a bit of an adhesive. It'll help hold everything together. But I'm starting to build a dam, a little bit of a sort of a truss type style, not quite Da Vinci style, but it's not massively important. I mean, there's loads of timber that is going to carry on to be building that, and I've got to get some more. It's more just a case of, as you'll see when I build it, you'll see it advance. It will hold the soil, and the water will hopefully stay away from this area long enough that it can compact itself down. So it's just a bit of a, it's just a slight retaining wall for now. Bearing in mind it takes between 5 and 7 years for that stuff to rot anyway, because it's all hardwood that's going in there. But what I will also do, once I've got it up to the height I want, which is about here, I'm going to plant some willow trees. So the root system will go down and help stabilise the ground as well. But there's some, and let's take you for a wander up to why this is taking a lot longer. Because as we can see, we've got to go for a walk now. Yeah, I could probably take a tree out of here or a tree out of there, but it's all part and parcel of how I'm trying to achieve forest management at the same time as creating and making my world best suited for me. Here's the girls. So what I'm having to do is all of those logs is manually carrying each and every one of them from up way up yonder here, and it's good for the exercise. It's good for me getting my weight off, getting myself fitter, heart health. I mean, you know, I'm not complaining. I mean, oh, I sweat a bit and I'm puffing a bit, but I'm getting fitter, and that's what it's all about. But as you can see up here is where I'm continuing with a little bit of a plan is forest management is, as you can see right up in the middle of the picture there, that's a big rhododendron, and it is beautiful when it comes flowers. It flowers late April. And what I've been doing historically is I've made a bit of a pathway around, just clearing around the edge of it, just a little area there. And I'm starting now to go this way and go through. And I want to expose the rhododendron, so and have like a pathway that walks around both sides. So in doing that, these trees will all come down. These are what I'm using, as you can see here, for making the dam. I'll be using them for building projects. Wood chip, like here I'm going to be using the frith from the birch to help fill the gaps in the dam, because it'll help hold everything together. And so I'm not wasting a single part of the tree. So allowing the other trees to come through, but walking up and down, carrying these, cutting trees down, yeah, it takes time. But the beautiful bit about living alternatively, I've got the time. Anyway, see you in a minute. As you can see, progress is quite slow, but I'm leaving it like bits like this, I'm leaving on because it's helping to tie everything in together. And let's just try and get this one in here. And that, because I've got to get another about where the height of my hammer is. So I've got to get another 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 logs high, and the same the other side. A few bits here, because I need to just bring that end up a little bit. As you can see, it's dropping off. So up there, 4 trees. And I mean, no, it's not how you see dams being built on YouTube. This is how I'm building a dam. This is how I'm working out what's potentially best for me. I'm locking them together in like a truss formation, like a roofing truss, and I shall put some sort of supporting pieces in here, so that when the weight, because it's only really about the weight of the soil going down, but as that weight goes down, yes, it's going to spread out. So that's why, by using the truss style of build, when the weight's on, it's going to help support itself and stop that from happening. By the time this lot, which is hardwood, you know, most of this is birch, by the time this rots out, I will have had trees growing in the soil behind here, and the root network would have taken a sufficient hold, and hopefully I will have the perfect for me dam setup. Only time will tell, but the principle is there. Anyway, I've got to carry on building more dam, because I want to obviously then start to backfill this with soil and stone, which is coming up from up the other end. So I'm going to love you and leave you on this one because, yeah, I've got plenty to do. It's just a little bit of an update. You can see that the water is running wonderful behind me coming out of that pipe. So that should produce me sufficient. I'm not connecting all of that pipe work up yet. I'm concentrating on getting this end stable, and then I'm going to progress going down. But there you go. That's how I am forming a blockage in the system. You take care, folks, and we'll see you soon. Ta-da for now.